Endlessly searching for an original sound.
Hey guys, welcome to the Indie Files, where we look at some independent games. The first one we're looking at is from GOG. This is Vampire the Masquerade, Coteries of New York. Now, we all know for a fact that there is a new Vampire the Masquerade game coming out. But there are some other types that have been out for a little while now. So let's take a look. Choose your clan. Brura, a rabble rebel against power and rage is against authority. Seemingly insufficient man with significant ideas will join the ranks tonight. But see, Ventru, the aristocratic blue bloods embody wealth, sovereignty, and control. A top-level corporate executive will join their ranks tonight. The Toreador. The divas seek thrills of art, romance, cruelty amidst stagnant undeath. Well, this is just going to be for a practice run, so I'm going to go with Anon. Because we always do that. New York taught me to believe in fate. Had you asked me about fate back when I was human, I would have told you it was just superstitious bullshit, that we are all designers of our own fate. But beliefs shattered when the richest woman in the United States, the actual richest one, not some dumbass you'd see in the papers, of course, sunk her teeth deep into my neck. It happened in the very same place you're standing in right now, by the way. Fate, you decide. Please, there's absolutely no need to be hostile. Just listen a little longer. See, my mistake was that I flew too close to the sun. It makes sense that my punishment was to never see its glow again. I was incandescent myself. I was hot shit. I had it all. Money, looks, confidence, connections, men, women, a career, and a sparkle in my eye. The one you need to be born with. And that's when someone far more powerful than me saw my radiance and thought, that won't do. She robbed me of the light erupting from within and gave me a subtle, enduring gleam in its place. She decided that would fit me much better. She was a 9th generation Kidrid just like you, an apex predator. She probably enjoyed teaching me the peak of human excellence, my real place in the food chain. It's such an eyesore when you look at some loudmouth braggart and see them for all they really are. Then temptation to teach them a lesson can be unbearable, right? Well, my sire's lesson was a lesson about fate. A message saying you're eternally doomed to be at the mercy of your sovereigns. It almost drove me to destroy myself. What saved me was the ability to reinterpret her teachings. Hers wasn't a message of doom. It was a message of hope. Fate exists, and one can shape it if given the right tools. My sire won't believe my tools were fitting for their job. She considered them toys, and me just her amusing subject. Well, she's deader than dead now, and I'm still here, standing right where she stood when we first met. You might have wondered how I've learned about your arrival at JFK Airport. My answer is, of course, destiny. As luck would have it, today happened to be a day some of my associates were inspecting the coffins. Driving you here straight from the plane and having you wake up in such an unfamiliar place was a little desperate, and I do apologize for it. But it's so rare for you to visit New York. 3 times in the last 15 years, was it? And you're never eager to inform me you're here. I understand you'll still have that meeting on 53rd Street later tonight, so I'll provide a comfortable transport. I value our relationship very much, don't get me wrong. But it is precisely because I value it that I'm going to ask you to repay the favor you owe me. You're the only one I trust to do the job well, and without attracting attention. You might think I'm crazy, asking you to breach the rules of our society like this. You might think it's impossible to get away with unpunished. But this is New York, and I don't know about other cities, but this is one where fate really exists. And right now, it's smiling in your favor. This is how it begins. You stifle a yawn. Ooh, it's been a slow evening. A little bit of red liquid left in your glass, and the crumbs on the plate remind you that, if nothing else, these art exhibits at least come with some decent wine and legit catering. And yeah, it's fun to talk about your work on display, even if you end up discussing it with pretty much the same people at each such occasion. You already met the one critic who keeps telling you, with self-assured authority, how you should pursue a different artistic avenue. Then there's the obligatory, doe-eyed art student who's oh so impressed with your technique. To be fair, you're not all that happy with your latest piece, but hey, it's not the worst thing you've seen tonight. That ignoble, dubious honor belongs to the one of the other paintings on display. And yet, its author, currently being paraded around by his rich parents, has barely been able to grab a bite of the fancy canapes? I'm not French. So many sycophants to meet, so little time. For the moment, you think that maybe it's not worth it. Maybe you should take the critics' advice, cut your losses, and sell out to the corporation, and get over with it. And, as if the universe wanted to validate that train of thought, that's the exact moment your sister Emma decides to pop up in your view. So, let me get this straight. Cushy corporate jobs are selling out, but supporting billionaire vanity project is totally fine with you. You absolutely despise her as an artist. While you're struggling to uphold some Nubellus ideals of what art is meant to be, she's perfecting her ways of mooching off the system. Shamelessly preying on little-known street art and niche internet memes, she repackages them as bourgeois-friendly colleagues to them as bourgeois-friendly collages. So, it's perhaps no wonder the NYT has recently dubbed her the mind-blowing explorer of digital arts and extreme possibilities. But in spite of all that, you absolutely love her as a person, even as you welcome her by smacking the back of her head, a gesture meant to convey nothing but deep affection. No, but seriously, supporting young artists, my ass. I don't know what kind of money you got for this piece, but I doubt it was even a fraction of what it's going to be worth in tax benefits. The gallery owner actually said that if he had to choose his most valuable audience, it would be the IRS, and I'm pretty sure he was only half kidding. You mumble a non-answer and then segue into a different subject, trying to preemptively quail her repeated offer to get you a steady job. Of course, she proves as insistent as ever. You know, sometimes I just don't get you. On one hand, you wouldn't be caught dead taking money from the inevitable winner of the culture wars. On the other, if someone gave you the chance to collaborate on some dumbass Oscar bait flick sponsored by Larry Ellison bailout fund, you'd do that shit for free. She rolls her eyes and asks, you know what the only difference between the art scene and the cultural industry? The culture industry actually pays your bills. As expected of someone who's given up and attempts to infuse her work with any sort of enduring quality, and decided to just keep responding to the zeitgeist. She claims to happily accept the fact that after she dies, both her and her work will end up in a landfill. When you respond that you prefer chasing a 1 in a million chance to immortalize yourself, she claims it reeks of an overinflated ego. But you've down this road too many times before and managed to accept she'll never understand what's truly important to you. Slowly but surely you move on to more agreeable topics. Your plans to finally get hammered together, or the most recent crop of garbage Netflix shows your friends have tricked you into trying out. Alright, gotta go, I've got a date. She peeks at a bunch of middle-aged men in expensive suits who have stopped pretending to care about the exhibits and are exchanging the worst, lecherous jokes they've got in their stale repertoire. Have fun with your friends, class traitor. Alright, so if we do this again, I'm picking a different group. She gives you a hug and heads for a nearby elevator. There goes the pleasant part of the evening. Still, you decide to delay the inevitable and catch a quick smoke break. Truth be told, people aren't exactly lining up to chat about your work anyway. As you leave your post, you start tapping your pockets in search of a lighter. Instead, you find a $100 bill you're absolutely sure wasn't there before. Jesus Christ, Em. You're the worst and the best. You can feel your cheeks turn red. But you gratefully put the money in your wallet and move outside. When you reach the balcony, you look out to this New York City and light the second last cigarette left in the pack. You're alone. It's not silent. The metropolitan hum is ever present, even this high up. It's a good deal more intimate than what's behind your back. You lean over the railing and look down. The street lights beckon more than usual. In your mind's eye, you see yourself as your final artwork beautifully splattered all over the pavement. Working title, Delusion of Grandeur. The author, a brilliant artistic soul crushed by unfeeling reality gone too soon. You chuckle and flick the cigarette into the air. Freshened up by the night's cool breeze, you squeeze back into the stuffy interior. You barely make it a few steps before lethargy sets back in. It's like you never left. Still, something in the room feels different. Your eyes are drawn to a handsome young man, neatly dressed and groomed, exuding the air of a true artiste. And the best part, he's intently looking at your painting. The gallery is almost like an art installation itself now, people standing in silent awe, the guy like a beacon drawing everybody's attention. Hushed conversations about the guests can be heard from every corner of the gallery. Your heart is pounding with excitement, and you approach, feeling like a kid trying to get close to a deer in the woods, but afraid you'll scare it away. The man turns to you and stops you in your tracks, entranced. So, this is one of your pieces? You manage to mumble an affirmation. Tell me about it, please. As you start discussing your inspiration, technique, and process, the man's eyes lock onto the painting again. He keeps interjecting, making remarks. This guy gets it. He really gets it. The world around you disappears. You'll say anything, do anything to keep his attention on you, but you realize you don't need to. He's into your art. He's into you. I want to buy it, and I want your company. I need to talk to you. You like what I have to say? Spoken matter-of-factly, served straight up, like he knows that you won't refuse, that you can't refuse. An hour later, you find yourself in his apartment, one of many you presume. Your self-esteem all but patched up, and your head full of fine vintage. You tell your host a lot. In fact, it seems like you're telling him everything. Where you came from, how you ended up in NYC, how you had to take a loan to appear at tonight's event, how you took the long look-down balcony. Bet you thought about taking the plunge. This time you were only half joking. You feel miserable, you start crying, he holds you in his arms. You feel calmer, the tears stop flowing. It's been so long since you last had someone you could not just talk to, but communicate with. Be seen by, who knows, maybe there is hope for you yet. That feeling of bliss is the last thing you remember before passing out. Next thing you know, you're lying on the couch in that same apartment, hungry and dehydrated. How long has it been? Hours? Days? More? You feel weak, confused, abandoned. You look around in a panic. Is he still here? Thank God, yes, he is. Standing in the doorway, his voice breaks the silence and fills you with hope. Until you realize what he's saying. I am sorry. I hope that maybe one night you will forgive me. As always, remember that our parting moment, I wished you well. You try to speak, ask him to stay, but no voice leaves your parched throat. You taste something on your lips, wipe your mouth, leaves a crimson stain on your hand. It's not the wine. What the fuck? The door to the apartment closes behind him, alone again. Then the pain hits. It's a headache, a lurching in your stomach, a burning in your arms and legs. That's all you can focus on. And panic takes you. You fall from the sofa, hit a wine glass. It flies off into the walls, shattering into bits. A mumble from the corner of the room indicates that you're not as alone as you thought. From where you're lying, you only see a feminine shape stirring awake. You crawl towards the woman, inch by inch. The pain turns into an urge. You want. No, you need to get close to her. You begin to see details, the long hair shrouding her face, the worn-out NYC hoodie worn over her skimpy, peach-colored dress. She opens her eyes and moves her locks to the side, exposing her neck. A rabid instinct takes you. In a blink of an eye, you find yourself buried in her hair, smelling her sweet mixed with just a hint of cheap perfume. You bite down and drink the blood from her veins. Wait. What is happening? You break away. You look at the girl. She lets out a sigh and goes limp and unconscious again. You try to crawl back, her dress rolled up to the side, and you glance at her naked thighs. You lose control again, unbite her leg, drink deep from the artery. It's intoxicating. It's bliss like you've never known before. It's beautiful. You break away again, fall to your back. What the hell was that? Did you really drink her blood? She's not moving. Oh God, she's not moving. Well, guys, I think that's where we're going to stop for today. We're going to move on to the next game, but if you want to see more of this, please let me know, and let me know which one you want me to pick for clan. See you guys in just a moment. Alright guys, our next game for this is another GOG game, or at least it was provided by GOG. This is The Suicide of Rachel Foster. Let's jump in, shall we? I saw a NASA Cup, that's a good sign. The name of the game, though, has me a little worried. My dear Nicole. Faced with the dragon, one must brandish the sword and shield. Sometimes one has to know when to kneel before the dragon. It's a very poetic suicide note. Oh, okay. It's gonna be a slow-moving game. To try to push through the crowds? That's a little rude. We can only seem to go straight. My father no longer exists for me. I can only trust my mother. You kissed Duncan Forbes under the Christmas mistletoe in 1985. You marched against abortion in your first year at college. First of all, I'm sorry. Sell our hotel. Let's end this story once and for all. I didn't need to read any of that. Thank you. I don't know why it sometimes shows the bottom subtitle, but sometimes it doesn't. We'll just push through all these people rudely. Helen National Forest, Montana, U.S., 1993.
The bad weather crossing Montana is amassing all the characteristics of an atypical storm. The bad turn is proving worse than expected, with above-average winds and snowfall, especially forecast for Helena National Forest Natural Reserve. The National Weather Service warns residents to follow all instructions given by local authorities and to avoid all unnecessary travel. Some concerned meteorologists are comparing it to the storm that hit Billings in 1955, with 42 inches of snow falling over a single night. Are we heading into the mother of all winters in Lewis and Clark County?
Is it actually the name of a place, I wonder? So, this is going to be an interesting one. I do kind of like games like this. It seems like there might be a mystery to it, and I do like that kind of thing in games, along with, of course, my horror.
Smell. It's all I remember from the night we departed 10 years ago.
Please tell me this isn't gonna turn into a Gone Home. If anyone remembers that game, congratulations, so do I, and I hate it. But I don't think this is gonna end up like that. I don't. We have a very slow... Okay, no, we can run. So this does let you use controllers, you can see, which is what I usually test.
The attorney said to check the office first. It should be just beyond the Mountain Museum at the end of the stairs to the main floor, if I remember right.
That's cool. Now who would be calling me? Already. I just arrived.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message.
Where is it? Oh, that's strange.
911 emergency. How can I help you? What's your emergency? Hello? Can you hear me? What's your emergency?
Mr. McGrath, hi, it's Paulie from Century Telephone Company. I'm sorry to bother you, but as I told you last time, the company requires cutting off the telephone service to delinquent customers. I'm really sorry, Leonard, but my hands are tied. We have to go ahead. I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Wait.
Yeah, Nicole, it's Jenkins, the attorney. The hotel chain that wants to take over your hotel has just dumped a mammoth holy Bible of documents on my desk that I need to check through. I have to personally go to the county land registry office before we meet. Listen, I know you didn't want to go to your father's funeral, but now the hotel is entirely your property. The law requires you to assess its condition before putting it on the market. It's very noble of your mother to want to repay that poor girl's family, Rachel. Not everyone would deprive themselves of such a sum. Anyway, it's up to you now. Get to it. I'll bring you a burger you Portland folks can only dream of. Oh, I left you some notes and a master key on the dining room table of your family's old apartment. Start your rounds from there. Give me a couple of hours. Don't run off, all right?
Wait, so Rachel killed herself. Or at least...
We should have hired a decent attorney from Portland, Mom, not this potato head. Come on, let's do this.
So, why are we paying off if she did kill herself? Which, I'm gonna guess it was a murder, even though it says the suicide of whatever. Rachel. Why are we paying off if it was a suicide? Just because we owned the hotel where she died, I'm gonna guess? 'Cause, sorry, tough luck, kiddo? I know that's really... It's an old mouse. Let's see. I'm curious why we would want to pay off a family if it was a... I'm gonna do it. Aw, you won't let me do it? So I'm gonna guess just by the shininess, this was made in Unreal Engine 4. Because, these games tend to have a look. Like, you kind of get used to when you do this a lot. Games that are made in Unity, games that are made in Unreal, they tend to have a special look to them. This one kind of has that shine, if that makes sense, that Unreal does. So I would guess that. I have a whole mess of VR games I really want to do a review of eventually. Alright, let's head up here. Telephone. Again, an older telephone. Well, this is like 1995, so... It would make sense. It's a nice hotel, if this is the hotel. Rooms, master suite. So yeah, I'm guessing this is the hotel, which it looks really nice. Could use some paint. Just a little bit of paint, but not bad. Turn this into a massive house. Each room a different collectible or something silly like that. You know what this makes me want to play is Until Dawn. That's a fun game. World music. Play hard, stay hard, rock hard. Last Will and Testament. Can I... No, I can't. Okay, that's a little weird. Can I go closer to it? All my debts and expenses of my last illness, funeral, and burial be paid as soon after my death as may be responsibly convenient, and I hereby authorize my personal representative... I can hardly read that. That's good. Dear Miss Nicole Wilson, receptionist. This is to inform you that nominated personal representative Claire Wilson is intended to transfer the property of Leonard McGrath's last will and testament. All the ownership rights and responsibilities are now attributed to the recipient. Nope, I can't talk today. Please acknowledge. Yep. I do not know why I couldn't say that word, because I know as soon as I finish streaming, I'll be able to say it. Ooh. So somebody was really, really into space studies. That's a really shiny book. String theory. So somebody was really studying hard, it looks like. I wonder if any of these are actual books. I'm always curious on that one, because sometimes they actually do use real books, sometimes, you know. It's just made up ones. I know there's a reason why they don't always use real books. I've heard it before. I think it's like, copyrights and stuff. That would be Comet, I think. Nah, not that one. I don't know. So lots and lots of books. Astronomy in ancient Mesopotamia. Actually, probably would read that. That actually looks like it would be interesting. Alright, I think I'll just borrow a few of these books, go to my room, read. Yeah, no, actually a lot of these books I'd probably just dig into. Esoteric Egypt. I can't read this morning because I decided to record way too early. Oh. Little pest pics. That's an interesting way to say it. Hey, you know what's a really good thing to do in your game if you want people to be able to read this stuff? Make it so that we can. That's a bit disconcerting that we can't actually do the... There's usually a button that lets you read it. It's a music box. Can't mess with it yet. Somebody needs to clean their room. Messy, messy, messy.
Everything's here exactly the same as when me and Mom left 10 years ago. It's so... Doesn't matter. Quick tour, nothing more, Nicole.
This is going to be exactly like Gone Home. No, I don't think it is. We can't seem to collect anything either. I do like the room, though. That's cool. No. So, this doesn't look too bad. So this must be like the apartment for the hotel owner, which is actually a very nice apartment. I guess we check the rooms. I wonder if there was something I was supposed to find in there. To-do list. Mr. Jenkins said that he left the management keys in the master suite. So that must be the master suite. Let's go back. I do like the... You know what this reminds me of is... I'm wondering if this is kind of based off The Shining. Like the hotel from The Shining. The actual... I can't remember the actual hotel's name. Oh, look at that. That is a small little washing machine. Ooh, someone needs to clean that mirror. Ooh, and that toilet. Okay, so he's in the dining room. But I don't see it. Is there a different area? This is the master suite. Yes, it's a pen. There was a fish in there. I was like, what? And I realized what that was. Let's look at that again. So you got the management key in the master suite. Okay, so we're in the master suite right now. But I have seen no key-shaped thing, unless I am completely spastic. Which, you know, is always a possibility for me. Question is, where would he have left it? Yeah, this would be the master suite. Polaroid cameras. I actually used to have one. I wish I still did. I used to like collecting cameras and things. Oh, somebody needs to pick that up. That is dangerous. Me thinks he forgot to set the key down. That or I've walked past it 3 or 4 times and the entire comment section is just going to be people pointing out where it is. Which is more than likely what's going to happen. Let's see. Let me guess, it's in her room and maybe I missed it? Could very well be, because unfortunately we're getting closer to that time limit. There it is.
This is the manager's key my mom wouldn't give me when I was little.
So we do have
I'll
it
need a
now.
master key for the guest rooms, though.
So this is a slow-burning game, I'm gonna guess. Where you slowly uncover the mystery, which makes me kind of want to do a full Let's Play of it. Use that weird phone. Or was it? It's in this room. No, I guess it could be in this room.
What is this, a joke? Hello?
Can you hear me? Is this Miss McGrath?
Wilson. McGrath was my father's.
This is Helena Federal Emergency Management Agency. My name is Irving Crawford. Mr. Jenkins told me you'd be arriving.
Mr. Jenkins is a very enterprising man.
Oh, I guess so. I wouldn't know.
I'm kidding.
Oh, right.
Any reason for your call, Irving from Federal... whatchamacallit?
I'm calling to assist you during your stay at the hotel.
What?
The timberline is old but sturdy. You'll enjoy your stay, and be safe, no problem. The furnace, wiring, it's all under control.
Oh, okay, enough.
What?
I don't know what Jenkins told you, but I have zero intention of staying here longer than, let's say, 20 minutes.
Oh. But the storm.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm leaving straight away.
Maybe you're not aware.
Thanks for everything. Irving, right?
Irving. Yeah. You...
Bye.
Wow, we playing a friendly character, aren't we? But we're coming up on that time limit, so let's head
This place is a real mess. Never thought to find anything like that.
Sounds like something happened downstairs. Somebody's here. Let's go find out, shall we? Can't leave. Now, we have hit the 20-minute mark, so if you guys want to see more of this game, please let me know, and we're going to jump on to the next game for this week's Indie Files. Be right back. Our next game is Coma 2. Vicious Sisters is another one supplied to us by GOG, Good Old Games, so let's jump on in.
영호야, 같이 가! 영호야, 제발 일어나. 3주 전, 영호는 정신을 잃고 지금까지 깨어나지 못했다. 그리고 그때부터 영호가 자꾸만 꿈에 나와 날 괴롭게 한다. 분명 내 앞에 서 있는데 결국 꿈일 뿐인걸. 세상엔 꼭 함께여야만 하는 것들이 있어. 하지만 넌 어디로 가버린 거니? 영호는 정신을 잃은 와중에도 이걸 꼭 쥐고 있었어. 박수미... 도대체 누구지? 왠지 어디서 본 것만 같아.
It seems like this gun's gonna ramp up. Now, I have played a little bit of Coma 1. It wasn't bad. So glad to see they made a second one. What a drag. Glad that's over. Huh? A message for Jahan. Also, forgive me now. I believe this is Korean, so if I say any of the names wrong or anything like that, I don't speak Korean. Red alert. Meet me in the restroom when you're done chillin' with Mad Dog. It's important. As if I'm spending time in his class willingly. I wonder what's so important. Okay. Let's test this. Alright, that doesn't seem too hard. Why are you looking at me? So the bathroom. Mina's icon denotes your current location. Discovered utilities will be marked on the map. Okay. Come on, come out. Hey, I'm trying to concentrate here. Sorry about that.
안녕.
Hey. Oh, jeez. That was embarrassing. Well, you know what they say. Patience is a virtue. I'm over it. So, how was class? Same old. Oh, Zhang Ho fell asleep and started snoring during a lecture. Mad Dog got super upset. I thought he was gonna have a stroke. Well, spill the beans. What's so important? Alright, so I was like on my way to class when I bumped into Myung-gil. Not what I wanted to hear. Right? Which reminds me, I've got to stop taking that route. I like keep bumping into those skanks from 252. Totes annoying. Can you cut the chase? Some of us have places to be. Okay, don't get your panties in a twist. Anywho, Myung-gil, handed me this and asked me to give it to you. You received Myung-gil's letter. So, what'd it say? Hey, babe. We're way past the 9th inning, so how about we stop playing coy and go steady? Circle yes or no. Yours truly, Myung-gil. Oh my god. Totes cringe. That's sent a legit shiver down my spine. This looks like it was written by a 6th grader. Surprise, Myung-gil isn't exactly known for his stunning intellect. So what you gonna do? Since he likes baseball so much, maybe I'll wad this up and pitch it at his head. With any luck, he'll knock it far, far away from me. You know, he's kinda got a point though. What do you mean? Don't you think it's about time you stopped leading him on? I'm not leading Myung-in on. I just don't wanna, crush him. You've been complaining about him for the past year. Stop being so indecisive. Just suck it up and tell him that you struck out already. Easy for you to say. It's not that simple. He's always nice to me. Most girls would kill to date the high school baseball star. What's the big deal? You wouldn't understand. Myung-gil's just so gross. Well, whatever you decide, do it quick. I'm getting tired of him haunting me. Anyway, let's talk about it later. I gotta go to Miss Song's class. Oh, darn it. What's up? I haven't eaten yet. I left my purse in class. Do me a favor and grab an Ohana bar in the cafeteria. Oh, yeah. I'll meet you there in a bit. Okay, just hurry. Alright. So we're looking for the cafeteria. Computer lab. Brigadiers on the floor under us. No, that was easy to find. Dear seniors, the staff of Sawa High supports your commitment to furthering your education this usually humid summer. Share the study rooms with your underclassmen and please allow them to pass in peace. The barbaric ritual of hazing has no place in these hallowed halls. Yeah, you know that's not gonna stop them. Oh, they're the guys that made, oh, Embrace? I believe it's called. I did a review of this game if you haven't watched it. It's really good. I enjoyed it. Make sure Mina has empty slots in her inventory. Mace. Spicy chips. Mineral water. Let's see. Yep. So yeah, no, I've done a review of that. I think it comes from the way before your time. Guess old habits die hard.
Yeah?
Their source from cocoa beans. Alright, well, let's see. Do we have to go back to our friend? Everyone looks so unhappy here. Oh, that might actually be from the trailer. Or, yeah, that might actually be from the trailer. I feel like it is. Let's go back to our friend since they are not meeting us. There she is. What's wrong?
야야, 명길이 오고 있어.
Oh. Why don't we just do it? Oh yeah, no, he does not. Yo, Rash Girl. What the hell, me young girl? Don't call me that. Hey, why the long face? I'm just joshing ya. One of those senior girls from 2-5 told me that you're a nickname. Well, you shouldn't listen to them. What are you doing here anyway? Not much, heading down to the Diamond to get some swings in. So, you see Mina around? Mina? Nope. Haven't seen her. Haven't seen her lately, actually. But you gave her the note, right? What did she say? Looked like she was in a rush, so I don't think she'd, had a chance to read it. Oh. Well, tell her what the...
Yeah!
Go! You deaf? Say ho, sir? Get your punk ass over here. Oh. Mina? What are you looking at? I don't have all day, bread shuttle. Hey man, young girl. You get my pizza bread? You know I can't play ball with a dam on an empty stomach. Alright, I've had enough of this. Mina, get out here. What the hell, Mina? That was seriously uncool. Why did you call me out? He was totally buying your story. You're the one who, put me on the spot. Oh my god, did you see his face when we bum rushed past him like idiots? And did you hear what he called me? Ugh, no offense, but you do this all the time. You're super flaky. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? It means you need to, grow a spine. This isn't the first time you've left me high and dry. Whatever. Time to blow this popsicle stand. Deal with your own issues from now on. What, wrong voice? You know what? She has a point. We kind of... No, she has a point. She has a point. She has a point. So we need to go to Miss Song's class. I have no idea which class that is. And I drank my water. I'm late. Should get to Miss Song's class now. During the summer, we are relocating the students of Class 3F to the room right in the middle of the stairwell. Class will be redesigned 3-6 for better reflect Sawa's standards of excellence. Oh, are you serious? The right classroom? No. Let's see. Avoid the seniors, they look like trouble. Can't go in there. Schools blocked access to the roof after some students were discovered smoking up there. So how are we supposed to get over there? No means no. So we can't go that way. Must be upstairs and I'm just completely blind. It is right here. Nope. There we go. Hey Mina, you're late. I'm fine. I'm just feeling a little anxious about the last test. Don't fret, I'm handing them out today. In fact, I'd like you to stay after class to talk about it. Say, I've been meaning to ask you how young Ho's doing. Have you visited him at the hospital? I worry about him. I visit the hospital every other day. The doctors still don't know when he'll wake up. Chin up, dear. If anyone can recover from something like this, it's young Ho. These past few weeks have been tough on you. I know he'll pull through. Young Ho's always had a strong spirit. I know he'll be okay. I don't know when, but he will. He has to. So I'm wondering, this must be during or toward the end of the first game? I really need to play more of it. Listen, if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. Got it? You don't have to go through this alone. Yeah, thanks. That means a lot. Alright, let's chat about this later. I have an announcement to make. Well, let's see what the announcement is.
자, 모두 조용.
How are you all doing today? I'm fine, thank you. And you? I'm doing well today, class. I want to introduce you to the newest member of Sawa High. He'll be helping everyone improve English this summer. Hello, class. My name is Chance. I'm very excited to meet you all. I'm sorry I can't stay today, but I'm happy to say I said hi. We'll talk more tomorrow. See you later, Chance. I'm sure you've all been waiting to see your exams. I'll hand them out to the end of at the end of class. We'll be finishing up a little early. I want you all to see the super blood moon tonight. It's a rare occurrence, but for now, please open your books to page 84. Wow. Wait, class goes on that long? In Korea? That's insane.
아, 빗불이라니. 송 선생님이 걱정하실 만하네. 일단 집에 가야겠다. 벌써 다 간 건가? 저건 세호잖아. 저기서 뭘 하고 있는 거지? 저긴 창고인데? 잠겨있지 않았나? 뭐가 있길래 그러는 거지?
Well, that didn't look suspicious at all. Seho? Where did he go? Oh! Oh, maybe we shouldn't be in here. There we go. Someone has assembled an odd makeshift shrine here. There's a picture here, and it's the same girl from Young Ho's amulet. What's this writing? Tonight, the fourth and final blood moon of the dark tetrad arises. When the great gnashing begins, the Umbran gates shall swing open, and welcome my vicious sister to walk our worlds. Only then will she relinquish her claim on my damned soul. I don't know how to feel about this. I know it said I don't know. I don't feel so well, but it worked. It really worked. And you brought the amulet. This is just perfect. You normies are so predictable. Huh? Someone's coming. Then again, damn, why won't they just leave me alone? Kid got away again. He's deceptively fast. Drop this, though. That's not the relic we're looking for. It's just a worthless lighter. Do you recognize this girl? I've seen her before. She's a Sawa student from Song's school class. How'd she get in the coma? That's not our concern. Stay focused. We've got bigger fish to fry tonight. This little bird will be lucky if she even makes it through the witching hour. Where's Hung Bei? I haven't seen him since we arrived. He has more pressing priorities. Just catch that twerp before he causes any more trouble. I'll find the moon incense. Everyone else, you know the minister's orders. Remember, our realms are only in sync tonight. We're operating in liminal time and can't afford to make mistakes. No use waiting around, then let's move out. What's going on? What time is it? Oh my god. Should I pass out? I can't see a thing. What's this? You received a strange lighter. Careful, your animals will find you easily by the glow. So wow, this did go off with a bang. Almost tempts me to do the first and now the second game. An open book sits upon the desk. You see several names. Hastily scroll on the pages. Stay vigilant and do not lose yourself in the coma. Write your name in the book of memories and remember who you are. My name? One's name is important in the coma. Forgetting it will cause Mina to lose her sanity and relive her nightmares. Use the book of memories to record Mina's name. You can restart from these areas. The bodies look like they're made of wax. Their natural poses like an eerie sight. This place isn't right. Gotta snap out of it. This has to be some kind of bad dream. Falling bodies may drop from the ceiling. If you're struck by them, your health will drop by 1. If you're struck by claw hands, you begin bleeding. Evasion uses a lot of stamina. So not bad, but we've hit the 20-minute mark. So we have one more game to show off in this indie file. Remember, if you want to see full Let's Plays of any of these games, just let me know. And I'll see you guys in just a moment for the final. So let's look at the final game for today's Indies Cases. This is Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Now, I've heard a lot of really good things about the first game, and I'm really thankful Microsoft actually sent me the second game. I've been really curious about this. No, I don't want to quit. Let's do normal mode. So, I know a lot of people have talked about really great things about this series. Oh, okay. Swallow's Nest. Looks really, really pretty. Now, this is, of course, the PC version, but I believe you can get it on most consoles now. Or it could be an Xbox exclusive, I'm not too sure. get up there? Can I not climb up there? Game, I'm using a controller as always, so I like to test out the controller functions, and it's playing pretty well. But I'm wondering, how do I get up there? Maybe to just go outside and climb up? Come on, you can do it, little fella. Oh, wings damage. Alright, so let's see. So she can't fly because of her damaged wing. Couldn't we just do something to make her a makeshift wing thing? Come here, buddy. It's okay. You can still hang out with us. Alright. That's a little strange, but okay, if you say the answer lies in the past. So I really like the movement is really fluid in this game. And the animation is gorgeous. I definitely kind of want to do this as a full Let's Play. I'd love to play the first one eventually. Let's see. So I'm curious where to go. Can I fly or anything? No, I just really do like a jump. I wonder if I make this swing? Can I do like a wall jump? do like that. There we go. Some of the controls definitely, you kind of got to get used to them. There. Found it. Kuro's Feather. You've gained a new ability. Oh, cool. Oh, well, that's neat. Hey, look, I learned to fly. Kind of. Yep, let's make a whole little feather thing for you. Oh, that is so neat. Just need a bit more feathers, I think. Or not. Oh, I have no idea what's going on with this sound, but I think everyone might have heard that. It's a weird thing for this game to do. Has everyone been hearing that? Getting that sound? I guess Guess I'll find out in the comment section. Inkwater Marsh. So it seems like the only issues I'm seeing with this game so far are like that sound issue, that I have no idea what's going on with that. Let's explore a little bit. Ooh, okay, that thing hurts me. Life orb. You can find life orbs and collect those to restore life. Ooh. Oops. Let's go this way. So I definitely like the feel of this game. The look is absolutely fantastic. The only thing I've noticed, like I said, was the sound, which I don't know if it's going to come around on the video as much, but there was a weird sound glitch with certain notes. What is this thing? Small spirit light container. Friendly creatures of various items and upgrades. I think I might want to play the first one before I play this, but yeah, I might do a full Let's Play of this. I don't know. It depends on what you guys want to see, because I'm almost done with Spirit Hunter. So I'm trying to figure out what my next game will be other than Camp Pinewood, because I think everyone... Well, maybe we will just concentrate on Camp Pinewood for a while. We'll see. Are you a secret? I wonder, wonder, wonder. Oh, I know what you don't like now. And now that I know you don't like these, I'm going to use this as much as possible on you. What's wrong? You don't like fire? Fire bad? Fire bad. Something I'll have to come to later. Oh, maybe I can burn it. Let's find out. Nope, that definitely looks like something for later. Ooh.
Ayotangelo, Hujik. Toran, Atan. Nugsam. Onog mira. Yotona nuj. Narakutim. Jinshelo tush atan. Oh, Ikes. Isoke nanush. Ah, mira.
Okay, so fire doesn't really do much to them. Come here. Gotcha. Burn, baby, burn. Thank you. No, no, no. I knew that was gonna kill me. I knew that was gonna kill me, but at least we have a checkpoint. You're a nasty little fella, aren't you? Oh, yeah, you are. No, thank you. Ooh. You are a nasty little fella. Nope. Yep. so I have to go downwards. Like I said, I like this game. The music and everything. You know what? It reminds me of something, and I can't put my finger on it. Was it Rayman? Like the Rayman Legends series that I really, really enjoyed playing? Okay, I gotta figure out how to be better. I gotta get good. I gotta get good. Alright. Got him. Woo! That was close. Had he hit me one more time, I would have died. Fair bit of challenge in this. Just kind of got to get used to it. Jump into blue moss to climb onto it. Okay. Very fluid game. Nope. Okay, maybe I need that. So I'm wondering just what our little character did. I love the jump spin. Oh, I see. Very nice. Did not even notice that at first. Keystone. Missing key. Don't have anything I can use there. Ooh, jumped right into death. That I did. That I did indeed. Nope. Fooled me once, shame on you. Fooled me twice. What does this do? Oh, can I knock this down? No! Oh, or I can do that. No, thank you. Hey there, buddy.
Oh, yo don nanush. Onog mira. Eza ujik. One. Onog. Ani nugsam.
Sweet. Now, unfortunately, you guys see what time it is. That means we have got to end this Indie Files. But I will say this is one of the best games I played. At least it's good looking. If you guys have a game you want me to review, let me know. If there's a game you want to see me do a full Let's Play of or a stream, let me know by saying stream or just private recordings, and that will let me, of course, know. And I will see you guys next time. Don't forget, if you want to pick up games, you can pick them up on GOG or check out our and all that channel. I'm gonna run. Finish this off with a run. Woohoo! Come on, come on, come on. Come on, big guy. Woo! So, are we going to do this fight? No! We'll do this next time if I continue this game. See you guys then. Bye.